One of the things I did is I avoided men with no kids as a single mom, thinking it wouldn't have worked out long term. Should single moms be more open-minded? Is there statistics behind it that it really can work out?
Moms need to basically decide, look at themselves in the mirror and say, it's a wonderful thing that I have a child. If I can't find a man who also doesn't think it's a wonderful thing, peace out. But the good news is that 67% of men that we surveyed, and they're not just men who have kids, any single guy, 67% of them say they find it attractive to date a single mom. So knock yourself out. Like
Ah,
you have more than a big dating pool now.
that's great.
It's really a remarkable number, and actually the number of people that are joining Match that are single parents in the past couple of it's gone up like 180%. So it's a really it's a growing pool, and as I say, dating is a numbers game. So you just want to make sure that you are in a pool like a stocked pond, like you are when you're on Match, because the numbers have really shown that we're really getting a lot of single parents, and clearly the men don't mind it.
Right. Do you think photos of children as part of your online profile is okay?
Yes, but I would limit it to three. And if I say three, that means you need to have, the maximum amount of pictures you can have. So it's not just your profile picture and then three pictures of your kids. I
Okay.
think just a good rule of thumb is three. And then the rest of them are fun pictures that show more about your personality, maybe your friends or your family, and little captions like, just went to the Grand Canyon, or just hiked this, or just liked this, or just read this book. And, like you should constantly be updating it. A thing a lot of times that people don't know, which is really a good little tip, is that if you are constantly updating your profile, like, just little things that you've done here and there, it's a fluid thing. It's not this thing that you just throw out there into cyberspace. It should be something that you're constantly updating. You will be higher up in searches because
Oh,
you're more relevant. People who aren't changing their profile or on the site or interacting with the site, our algorithms, although complicated, are going to assume that maybe you're dormant, maybe you've started dating somebody and just haven't taken your profile down. So when I go and search like, red wine and cheese pairings, like people who want or like that, if you've been updating your things and, you happen to put that, and there may be 10 women who like red wine and cheese pairings, you'll be at the top because you've constantly been in there, tweaking around with your profile.
with all of your experience, what do you hear is the biggest obstacle related to online dating that's unique to single parents? And then how can that be overcome?
Finding time, really saying that you're going to commit to your inbox. If you
Hmm.
pick one time a week that you are going to sort of get online and take care of the things that, the people are emailing you, or try to set up a chat with somebody so that you can get to know them pretty organically before you go out on the date. There is no problem with telling everyone that you're single. Like, you should be able to tell everyone, your colleagues, your friends, I even told this maitre d that my friend was single because it was a restaurant that, like a steakhouse or something. And I'm like, all the single men, like my friend, look, you can see she's a great, single mom here. How about if you find one, you just text me and I'll like hook them up. I mean, these are the kinds of things you need to be out there doing because you have a very limited time. You can't just like be always going out and figuring out if somebody's single at a bar or at a place. Like, you need some streamlined approach to dating. And that means telling people, getting online, and then going to things that you like doing so that you don't ruin a whole day. Like going to an event that you like a art show or a play or a wine tasting. Then you leave, and it's not necessarily all for singles. You leave going, yeah, well, I had a good time and I did something I liked. And the chances of you meeting somebody that you actually have something in common with because you're at something that you actually like, very high.